Hey guys, it's Dan again. So I was just checking headlines, and on Twitter, I was talking about the fact that inflation's dropped from 2.7% to 2.5%. I mean, like, that's going to make a massive change in your world, isn't it? But let me just explain how even the BBC don't quite seem to understand any of this, okay? It's just the most ridiculous thing. So let me just put this to you. When inflation drops from 2.7% to 2.5%, it doesn't mean that prices are getting lower. That's not what it means. It means that the rate of inflation has slowed down. Prices are still going up 2.5%. They're just not going up 2.7% averaged throughout the year. I'll give you an example as to how the BBC doesn't seem to understand this. The last time I saw this happen, I'm not sure it's happened since then, right? But the last time I saw this on TV, the BBC, they've got the film crew, and then they rushed over to the supermarket, and then they're just speaking to normal shoppers. And this was the question that they asked the shoppers. BBC, if you want to argue with this, that's fine. You can do that, but you're wrong because I saw it. This was the question that they asked the shoppers. Have you seen prices drop? And they're asking little old ladies, and the little old ladies are saying, oh, well, no, I've not seen any prices drop. Prices just keep going up. Like, even the little old lady understood it better than the BBC, because the BBC saying, and they're interviewing like 4 or 5 different people in the supermarkets, and they're saying, have you noticed the price is dropping because inflation's dropped? It's not gone to deflation. Prices are not dropping. They've simply, look, I'm getting all excited. They've not dropped by 2.5%. They're still going up on an upward trajectory. They've simply slowed down from 2.7% down to 2.5%. And I'm sat there and I'm watching it, and I'm like, BBC do not even understand basic financial stuff. Couldn't think of the words. Stuff will work. So look, if this is you, by the way, and it might be, and that's okay, because we all start from somewhere, then getting financial education is absolutely key. And in fact, one of the things that we're doing here in Spain at the Villa, and if you want to do it, and you can come over, it's a really low price point. It's a couple of £100. But we're doing a 2-day wealth creation program. It's for beginners or people who are just starting out, people who have got no money down to invest. You know, you don't understand how hard it is. It's for those sort of people. We get you out of your environment. We get you over to here. And when you're out of your current environment, when everything just seems dark and miserable and, you know, there's no way out, we get you to this wide open space. It's in full Technicolor. We're next to the beach. We play Cash Flow 101 for a few hours just to get us into it. And then we take lessons out from that. And then we formulate a plan for the next 12 months. When you go home, you can integrate that plan into your life and start taking those actions. And you can actually start working on that wealth plan. I came from nothing too, right? So my first job was at Asda. It was £1.67 getting an hour before minimum wage. It's going back, 30 years, 19 years. 29 years or so, because I'm 45 now. I can't do the maths on it. I was 16, however long ago that is. What is that? I can't do the maths. 29? I forget. 29 years old. Okay. Yeah, 29 years ago. So we didn't have minimum wage, but that's how I started out. And then I went from job to job to job to job to job. And I went from £15,000 to £100,000 in 4 years flat, from going from job to job to job. And all those people say, oh, you shouldn't do that. They're still working in their job and I'm here living in the villa. So you can definitely do it, but you need a plan. So we got a 2-day event. You come over, jump on a plane, you stay in one of the local hotels, which is like £50 a night. And it's still 4-star anyway. It's just around the corner. It's really nice. Jump in the pool, go for a swim in the sea, come and meet me. Spend 2 days with a UK property-based millionaire. Or a UK property millionaire. I'm not based in the UK anymore. But come and learn how to get financially educated. This is like step 1 to being wealthy, is you've got to understand when a reporter asks you, can you see prices going down? You can then be the smart ass going, what are you talking about? Prices are not going down. The growth of inflation has slowed down. We're not in deflation. Anyway, I just wanted to share that because it really, really annoyed me. And then I see the BBC putting it out there again, and it's like, you know, I expect the BBC will be interviewing more people asking, are they enjoying the price dips, even though there are no price dips. But anyway, I hope that's useful for you, and I hope that explains inflation nice and clearly as to what's actually going on there. Prices are still going up, and because we had money printing through quantitative easing, prices are going to keep going up, because I don't think all of that has petered out yet. When you print a lot of money, you're going to create inflation. And one of my big worries as a property investor, and we've tested the portfolio to see how far it can go with regard to interest rates, and we're okay. for quite some time, actually, better than most, I would suggest. But it's, if interest rates keep going up, because that's how they control inflation, then you might have a problem. But again, this is all about financial literacy, financial advice, not relying on some reporter who works at the BBC who actually doesn't understand the question, but they're actually asking live on TV. All right, I hope that's useful. My name's Dan Latter from daniellatter.co.uk, and we'll speak to you on the next video. Take care, guys. See you.